Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Eric in the Card Closet. Thanks for joining me for episode 511. We're going to start off the episode with our mystery man of the episode. This man finished his baseball career with 511 career home runs, which places him 25th on the all-time list. I'll give you some clues, and let's see if you can figure out who he is. His rookie card is in 2000 Topps Traded and Rookies. 2001 and 2002, he was not in the Topps set. 2003, he was again in the Topps Traded and Rookies set as a prospect card, but he was not in the base set. 2004 was his first Topps base set, and he had his regular card, and he also had a League Championship Series card. 2008, he was on the National League RBI Leaders card. 2009, he was on the American League RBI Leaders card, and also the American League Home Run Leaders. 2011, he was on the American League RBI Leaders, American League Home Run Leaders, and American League Batting Average Leaders cards. So did he win the Triple Crown? No, he was first in RBIs, third in home runs, and second in batting average. 2012 Topps, he's on the American League Batting Average Leaders card. 2013 Topps, he again did the trifecta. He's on the American League RBI Leaders, Home Run Leaders, and Batting Average Leaders cards. So did he win the Triple Crown? Yes, he did. He was first in all three categories the prior year. 2014 Topps, he's again on all three of the Triple Crown category leader cards. Second in RBIs, second in home runs, and first in batting average. In 2015 Topps, he's on the American League RBI Leaders card. 2016 Topps, he's on the American League Batting Average Leader card. Tons of leaders cards for this man. And his last card was a sunset card, 2024 Topps. So all in all, he had 21 base Topps cards. He played 21 seasons. His first 7 seasons, he was a very good player. His second 7 seasons, he was the best player in baseball. And his third 7 seasons were worse than a replacement player. He dropped suddenly. Lots of accolades for this man. 2-time MVP, 12-time All-Star, 4-time batting champion, 2-time home run champion, 2-time RBI champion, 7-time Silver Slugger at first base, hit 30 home runs 10 times, had 100 RBIs 12 times. For his career, he had 1,500 runs, 3,100 hits, 1,800 RBIs, like I said, 511 home runs, and he did it all with a .306 career batting average. From 2003 to 2007, he played for the Florida Marlins and won a World Series with them in 2003. And then from 2008 to 2023, he played for the Detroit Tigers. Born in Venezuela. How many of you know him? Leave a comment, please, if you were able to get Miguel Cabrera. This is his 2010 Topps Update card showing him in the Home Run Derby. Thought that was a cool looking card. So Miggy will be our guest for this episode, looking in with us. So I know not all of you are on the trading card database. And so I wanted to give you a little update, something I found out about ComC. So ComC has made a change to their shipping policies, which I've validated on their website. And if you want to find out for yourself what the stories are, I would recommend you go to the trading card database, go to the message boards, and look for a thread maybe about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, titled something about ComC shipping rates going way up, question mark, I think something like that. So after reading those and seeing what was going on, I have decided to close out my ComC account. So if you know how ComC works, you have to put money on deposit with them, and then as you buy cards, each one comes out of the balance that you've given them. So you have this money. They have your money, and they have it until you buy the cards. So what I did is I had some dollars left in there, and I went and I bought these 3 cards. First of all, we got the 2016 Topps Gold of Mookie Betts. These are all towards my Topps Gold project. Got the 2012 Topps Gold David Ortiz. And we've got the 2014 Topps Gold of Xander Bogaerts. And that got me down to within a couple dollars of my balance, less than $5, I think. So then I found some rinky-dink cards and got my balance down to 1 cent. So I have 1 cent left at ComC. So a little bit about the change. They've been messing with their shipping rates for a long time. I mean, my first order with ComC was $3.99 shipping, and in return you got a $5 voucher onto your balance, which is great. You actually made money to have them ship you cards. Then they changed it to $4.99 shipping with a $5 voucher. Great, it still covered your shipping. Then they changed it to $4.99 shipping, no voucher. Okay, that's fine. Now we're paying for shipping. They're taking away the little nice things about their site. But still, you expect to pay for shipping, so it's not terrible. Then shipping has been creeping up ever since then. Now they've got a new shipping policy, which I will take a screenshot of and put on the screen here. It's now $5.99 for the first card and 25 cents for each additional card. Or a flat rate of $19.99. So think about that. Most of what I buy on ComC is set filler stuff. I don't know if you remember me saying, but when I started the Topps Gold project, I went on to ComC, and every Topps Gold Red Sox card I could find for $1 or less, I bought. Can you imagine if I had to tack on 25 cents onto each of those? Pay $5.99 for the first one for a 50-cent card? I don't think so. So, yeah, so I'm a little down on ComC. And again, please look this stuff up for yourself to verify it. The people in the thread on the message board were giving real examples of how much it was going to cost them to get their cards sent to them. Because when you buy cards at ComC, you can let them store up there, and then when you have enough, a big bundle of them, you can have them all shipped. And these people were expecting to pay $8, $9, and the minimum that they would have to pay now is $20. Some of them didn't have enough cards to make the $20 worth it. You'll have to read it for yourself. Again, I don't want to quote anything wrong, but let's just say there was a big brouhaha and people are not happy. Many people in that thread have said they're discontinuing the usage of ComC. So with that $5.99 first card, it's not going to be set filler stuff for me anymore. If I ever do business with them, it's going to have to be a big card. A card that on ComC is at least $6 cheaper than any other site I can find the card on. That's not going to be easy. Might have to get up into the $50 to $100 range on a card to see a $6 difference, ComC versus like eBay or Sportlots. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on with ComC. If you've got cards sitting there that you haven't had shipped for a while, you might want to look into what it would take to get them shipped. Another aspect of this is the timing of the announcement. They had a spring cleaning sale at ComC, like they do every spring. And if you spend a certain amount of money during that sale, you will get a free shipping voucher. No, what is it? No, it's a discounted shipping voucher. I should have looked it up beforehand to see what it was. I think it's $5 off shipping or something like that. And so the people that were talking about this, many people, I just had mine shipped right away after that spring cleaning sale. It was all those gold cards. And I just paid the shipping, knowing I'd get my voucher later. But a lot of people didn't have their cards shipped until they got that voucher. And the voucher comes out 3 to 4 weeks after the sale. You get an email saying that you've received your shipping voucher. Well, what they're accusing ComC of doing is upping the shipping rates. It was either the day of the voucher delivery or the day before. And a lot of people very, very upset that they had this $5 shipping voucher or whatever it was, $5.99, and then they find out that shipping's $20. So instead of getting quote-unquote free shipping, they've now got to pay the difference. A lot of unhappy people with ComC right now. I used my shipping voucher to have these and the other handful of common player cards delivered. I think I had 8 cards. So it was $5.99 for the first one and 25 cents for each additional. And then I had like a $5 voucher off of that. So not a good deal to pay $8 or whatever to get 8 cards shipped. Not a good deal at all. But at least I didn't get hit up for, some of these guys are saying they're losing $100 in shipping. So I don't see how that is, but with the $20 flat rate. But that's what they're saying. So I'm on Sport Lots now, everybody. And I went to Sport Lots and looked up Topps Gold. And I got my first Sport Lots order this week. So check these out. These are all going to be Topps Golds. This is Rafi Devers, 2021. Jarren Duran, 2023. David Ortiz, 2016. Manny Ramirez, 2001. Manny Ramirez, 2007. Xander Bogaerts, 2015. Jarren Duran, 2024. Hideo Nomo, 2001. Noma, 2001. And Pedro Martinez, 2001. Nice thing about Sport Lots is that the sellers will ship it to you right away for the price of shipping, and most of the sellers have shipping tiers. So you know by looking up their information how many free ones you have until the next shipping increase. And while I was there, this was all from one seller. And while I was there, I just thought, well, I've got a lot of cards to go until his next shipping increase. Let's see what he's got towards my Carl Yastrzemski PC. So these cards were all like, around 50 to 75 cents. So we got it, Yastrzemski Topps Gold label. I probably won't name all these Topps Gold label, but I did look up and I didn't have any of these. Looks like he's in gym class. I did not have his O-Pee-Chee cards from 1983. So I took care of that. Shout out to Picker Jim S., my good Red Sox buddy, fellow Carl Yastrzemski collector. You've probably already got all these, Jim, but I went a little hog wild here since it was very, very cheap. Some of these I was surprised that I didn't have. And then he also had some of these archives cards of glory year Red Sox players, Bobby Doerr. Old players on modern cards is what I call them. Ted Williams. Noma. Big Papi. Another Ted Williams. Another Bobby Doerr. Look at that photography. Big Papi on the 57. Big Papi on the 63. Noma on a 78. Tris Speaker on a 56. I'm going to go with 56. And then a nice shiny Mo Vaughn card from Pacific. Look at that. I like it. So Sport Lots is going to be my thing now, where I go to pick up these cards. Unless I, of course, find a bigger card on ComC that's $6 cheaper than anywhere else, then I can go with that. But then subsequent cards I have to remember I'm paying an additional quarter for. So they kind of got to be bigger cards to make it worth it. 50, 35, 50, 75 cent cards on ComC are going to be cost prohibitive now, unless you're getting hundreds and hundreds of them and you want to go for that $20 shipping. Picked up some more of these silver prisms of Hall of Famers from this Platinum Anniversary set. Frank Thomas, Mariano Rivera, Barry Larkin. Check out the shine on that one. Albert Pujols. And I've got Ivan Rodriguez on the way. And that will leave me with just Nolan Ryan left. And to have all the Hall of Famers from that set. And since not all the Hall of Famers are in that set, I'll have to, once I get the Nolan Ryan, I'll have to kind of assess how many are left and see if the 2022 or the 2024 versions of this set have any of those players in them. All right, so let's clear out the cards. Appreciate you sticking with me. If any of you know the channel Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles, you probably heard him talk about this deal that Fanatics is having right now, where they're giving out gift cards. And if you haven't, I'll give a very abbreviated version of how it works. But go to Zach's Sports Cards and Collectibles for the official word of what's going on here. But if you buy $5 worth of Jarritos soda and send a picture of your receipt into the appropriate email address, about 15 to 20 minutes later, you're given a code that's worth $25 off at Fanatics.com. And there's a limit of 2 per email address. So I went to Walmart, I think it's whatever store sells these, but well, I'm going to put these down sideways so you can kind of see what they're like. But these are, at my Walmart, were $1.67 each. So 3 of them came to $5.01. So I met the $5 minimum. I took a picture of my receipt and I sent it in, and lo and behold, 15 minutes later, I had a coupon code to use on Fanatics.com. So I went to Fanatics.com. I was all excited, and I thought I'm going to get some supplies because I'm running low on some top loaders and some penny sleeves and maybe some one touches. So I put $24 worth of supplies in my cart and I clicked pay, and it said that those items did not qualify for the coupon. I'm like, oh, great. Well, what else does Fanatics.com sell for around that $25 range? So, of course, their big thing on their website is gear, sports gear, and, it's all way more than $25. And I kind of feel if I spend more than $25 on this that I got took. So I looked through their cards. They've got these little vials of Fenway dirt. They've got a lot of pictures, photos, 8x10s of ballparks, things like that. They got some fleece blankets for around $25, caps, and you have to. Oh, and they've got cards. They've got random. They'll send you 50 of your favorite team. You don't know who you're going to get, what you're going to get, and that's $25. And then they've got blasters. And so I'm going through the blasters, and the only way to know if an item qualifies or not is you put it in your cart, you begin the checkout process, and then you see if you get the error or not. So I haven't found anything yet that I want that qualifies. So I've got this $25 code that I spent $5 to get, plus I get all this soda. And I'll probably look at it again a little bit more tonight and see if I can find something I'm interested in. But the stuff that I'm interested in, none of it qualifies. I did find that the Bowman U blasters, which are $24.99, they do qualify, both basketball and football. Unfortunately, Travis Hunter isn't in the 2024 set of Bowman U. Neither is Shedeur Sanders. They're in the 2023. So I probably won't go with that. But I'll probably end up buying a blaster of something that I'm not terribly interested in just to use the coupon. So anyway, check out Zach Sports Cards and Collectibles for the full details on that if you think you might be interested. It's a good deal if you can find something that qualifies that you want. And finally, do want to mention I was the guest interviewee on Commenting Collector's channel on Sunday, which I think he posted on Monday. So go please check out Commenting Collector and watch our discussion that we had about a lot of fun topics, mostly baseball cards, of course. So, all right. Hey, it's 23 minutes and counting. Sorry about that, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July here on Friday. It's Wednesday as I record this. Probably Thursday by the time it's uploaded and you see it. So have a wonderful 4th of July. Hopefully you get a long weekend and you can enjoy it, time with your friends and family, and just remember how wonderful of a country that we live in. We're not perfect, but we're still better than anywhere else. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye now.